5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We have a special guest here today.
Very special guest.
Hello.
Do you want to say your name?
Yeah, my name is Mariah Molina. I'm a fashion designer, alterations specialist, and a sewing instructor.
Nice.
Thank you.
We got Gracie Kassanitz. Oh wait, am I allowed to say my last name?
I'm gonna do whatever you
All
want.
right, I'm Gracie. We're past that point.
Not me being nervous. We do this all the time. I'm just suddenly it's like warm in here.
That's why the window cracked.
That's a good
You
idea.
can also turn it off too.
That's so funny. Oh,
yeah.
you have the heat on?
That's right.
Yeah.
Damn. Wait, should I turn off the heat or the car?
Just turn off the heat. Just turn off the heat. Just hit
And
the
then you
middle
click
button.
it. Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, that's nice. That's right. There's an on-off button. Perfect. We are recording, and it's totally fine. I'm Gracie, co-host, and also I work in fashion, and I'm a model in the Chicagoland area. And we have
Abe.
Abe.
I'm a photographer, fashion. You guys already know this. And thank you so much for tuning in to Ride of Our Lives Radio.
Ride of Our Lives Radio.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the first thing that we keep hinting at that we have a surprise for you.
special
Yeah, I'm
surprise.
scared. I don't like surprises.
It is. Well, you better like this one.
Oh no. Too much pressure.
So I should say, I've been really wanting to get into something like this because I'm just like, I'm never something that I would do something like this a lot.
Okay.
But I have no knowledge of this. I have like literally minimum. And I think it would be fun because I also like gambling.
Okay.
That's a good way to set up.
I actually have no idea what's going on, but that's fine.
We're going to open up Pokemon
Wow.
cards.
Wait, that's so cute.
So,
It's kind of fun.
pick your pack.
Okay.
You get to open up one.
Oh yeah, you go first.
Now we found out. You always have to
found
go
out.
first.
That is so funny.
Okay, well I'll pick last this time.
No, yeah, go ahead.
My brother used to collect Pokemon, like
Really?
so, like
So
what's it
much?
called? Aggressively.
Yeah?
And,
Oh
like
my gosh.
do all the trading, and I'm like, okay.
Ew, interesting.
I know, right?
I've never gotten into these. I always thought that this would be really fun.
Can we
so,
open it?
yeah, we
Okay,
can
okay,
open it.
sorry.
I'm getting fidgety.
I know. Hold on.
I never got into it either, but I always thought it was kind of fun getting to see the other kids like compete
Like-
with them.
Using. I know, right?
So,
Okay. Does it
I
all
ha-
say the same thing?
Huh?
I don't know.
Is it they all the same?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
all the
once you
same
open
as
it?
far as just like the same generation.
No.
But I have no idea what we're going to get. So
Okay.
let's just
Okay.
open up.
And
the
ages 6+, so hopefully
Perfect for us.
we meet the requirement. Oh
Okay,
dang,
how do we
this
open
is.
this?
And we're all struggling.
I know.
Now you can tell that we actually.
Ah, the
I
reveal.
know, right?
It's like what's in my bag? What's in my Pokemon
I know.
silver packet?
It was a bit hard.
I'm struggling. Well, you take your own pack, and I'll
Ooh.
open up your pack.
Oh no, I'm just gonna have you take out the
Okay.
cards. Oh,
There you go. I'm
dang.
struggling. Okay, you gotta show the camera what you got.
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh.
Mariah.
I don't know how to pronounce these names.
I don't know either.
We're
Just
all
show
new to
them.
this.
Just show them.
Okay,
We're all
like a
new to
stack
this.
like this?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
just show 'em.
this is what I got, you
Ooh,
guys.
Stack. Ooh.
I know. Hold on. Can you see it?
I'm like trying to
Just
do the YouTuber thing.
do a little bit
Ah.
back. A little bit back.
Oh, this way.
Okay, then we
There
go.
you
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought this said yapping short.
Whoa, look at this one.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, that is pretty cool. Oh
Well,
yeah,
I
some of
have
them.
any of those.
I have heard that some of them have like an iridescence thing, which makes them extra special, but
Uh-huh.
some of them don't.
I have
which is pretty
basic
cool.
energy, apparently.
And that is energy
one's
we will
fun.
carry with us.
I know.
Oh, this is my first like
this one's kind
pretty
of-
one.
Shiny.
This one's cool.
That is cool. You got good ones.
Oh yeah. This
I
one's kind of
picked good.
fun.
Oh, that
Which
one's
one do you
nice.
Zora Rourke.
Do you get a shiny one?
Is this shiny? Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's shiny.
Dub
shiny.
wool. The hell?
Dang.
Headbutts. Okay.
I love this.
All right.
Do you want this one?
Let's see.
Yeah, I do.
Sili-
Do you wanna trade?
No,
Silicobra.
it's fine.
Food
Here,
Powerful
give me your shiny one.
rage. This one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, I got an accessory. You guys, I got an accessory.
What is that?
I got a bag.
Okay.
Pops bag. Don't know what that means, but
Well, Do you want to gamble again and open up the last?
You just love to gamble.
Yeah.
I love to gamble.
We're enabling at
That
this
is so
point. I don't know if
funny.
this is a good idea.
This is a great thing.
All right,
we
now let's
love
do another
enabling.
one.
Okay.
Enabling is great.
Let's see what we got, you guys.
See what we got.
Black belt training.
This is your
Oh yeah, I got that one too.
Oh my god, we got some really special ones. Not that we know really what they mean.
know.
But they're special to us.
The special sauce.
They're
If they
special to
look
us.
cool, I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
must
that's
be a
all.
good one.
Sure, I don't know how you open it.
I don't. It's with a nail, I guess.
I
You just
guess.
like they come
I
in
don't have
handy.
nails.
They really come in handy.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Psychic sphere. Hold on.
There's a shiny one in there.
I know, I'm getting to it. Oh, there's 3.
Oh.
Wow.
Special.
Hold on, let me show you guys.
Gotta show the camera.
You know.
Look at that flush. Ooh.
These are cool. I like this one the best. The lightning one.
Tapu Coco.
Okay.
Tapu Coco.
We love it.
We have no idea what.
No
any of
idea.
these.
No.
We don't know if these actually pertain to any value. but
No. And we are so sorry to offend anyone that's like very into this.
really
This
but
is literally.
This is just fun right
all
now.
of our first pass. This is literally our first time doing
yeah, right? That
Well,
is so
technically,
funny.
it's my second time doing this, but I had no idea what I was doing the first time either. So this might as well be my first time again.
That's so
funny.
My redo first time.
Well,
okay.
Pretty
yeah.
fun.
I just wanted to start this like
Reveal.
tradition with like either guests.
Yeah.
Or like she wanted to just do it with like just us two.
I wanted
Okay.
to get to learn about these, but honestly, I think it's kind of fun getting to like see other people that do or do not know anything about
Anything
them.
about them? They have like the little
Yeah.
mini, like aside from cards though, like the mini like surprise things. Like you know the little like brat stalls. That's like a new thing right now.
Really?
Like you like
No.
open it up and it's like you get like a little character.
yeah,
they have like
yeah.
those little things too. So that would be
Oh my
fun.
gosh, I need to look into that.
Yeah.
now. We should do that with brand stalls.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Wait, I love that.
It's like
I
a
love
hot
brats.
commodity right now.
Okay,
so like wait till it
I
dies
bring
down.
the Pokemon cards, you bring the Bratz ones.
I'll bring the brass ones.
Okay.
I love that.
A good trade-off.
That would
Yeah,
be
that
good.
is
A
a
good
good
trade-off. Okay, give me everything for right now, and I'll give it back to you.
Okay.
I'll just give it back to you at the end.
I want my damn Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I know.
They're like worth
Make
millions.
sure she has her special ones aside, so she takes those back with her.
It's so funny.
So I wanted to really start those because that was going to be something really fun. But honestly, thank you so much for
Yes.
being here with us.
Thank
because
you.
We really wanted you to be part of this.
Yeah.
Most importantly, you guys were already talking about this a little bit
Yes.
off camera.
Yes.
But
We,
you guys
we
are
started
both
the yapping very early.
very
We did start the yapping already.
I think we just couldn't help ourselves
I
because
know.
we're
It's
all
true.
yappers in here.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Love
very
that.
true.
But more specifically, I really think that you two would be not only great yappers together,
Yeah.
but you guys already have a lot of in common with like
Mm-hmm.
you guys were already saying like you guys both teach sewing,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are both in fashion, you guys both dress fantastically,
Thank you.
and that is just like, oh, okay. For me, I would like to ask you more questions about like how I learned who you were as a person.
Yeah.
With you, how did you get into sewing?
Yeah.
Because when I did an interview with you last year,
Oh, yes.
you talked
They've
about
met before already.
Yeah,
Yes.
we met before at the Wine and Petites fashion show
Mm-hmm.
that we did last year, The Great Gatsby, and
Oh, that
you
was a great
talked
show.
so good.
Those pieces were great.
Thank you.
the star of the show over here.
Such good
so
garments.
good.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
And you talked a little bit about your grandmother. So I
Yeah.
wanted you to just talk a little bit about like how did you get into it? I know your grandmother was a great inspiration to you with everything. So I just wanted you to just talk a little bit about how'd you get into this industry, or how did you? I found your passion because I kind
Yeah.
of assumed that this is your passion.
Yeah, it started honestly like I'm talking like 3-4 years old. My grandma
Wow.
crocheted. Yes, she crocheted everything. Like
my gosh.
my mom still kept all the little outfits, so it's cute to just look back
Yeah.
and see them. She had my purses, my swimsuits. I
my
was just
gosh.
like in the pool with like a little like bikini top that she made.
Oh my gosh, so many outfits made for you.
Yes,
I
yeah.
love
So just starting that off
So you're
very
a
young.
personal tailor over
Yeah,
here.
I really did.
that. I love that.
My mom was really into fashion. So was my dad. Like they were always
Wow.
just like that couple that was just very fashionable.
Well-dressed.
Yeah, well dressed. And I feel like it just came from that.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Seeing my family just really like care about how they looked,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of like it goes outside of like monetary, like how you look. Like if you
Right,
could
right.
put an outfit on, like regardless of how much it costs, like you're
Right,
putting the outfit
style.
on. Yeah. So I was just watching her crochet. She tried to teach me, but like, I feel like when you're younger, you don't really want to sit there and watch your grandmother like try and teach you how to crochet, right? So anyways, I kind of just like, it came and went, and then it wasn't until high school where I was like trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. You know, like when you get to like junior year, you're like, what the hell am I gonna do
the rest of my life?
Yeah. So luckily my high school had a lot of like extracurriculars in sewing. So I took a fashion course with her. Yeah.
You never find that, really.
No, you don't.
That's nice.
So it was a gem, and I had some friends that were in it, and they were like, just take it, like see if you like it. And that's like when I was like, okay, like this, I love this. So I learned how to use machines. We built like a small collection for children's wear, which was fun. It was cute.
Yeah. I saw that you put that into your bio, and now you're doing more stuff with that.
With it, yeah. So after high school, I just decided to do it for college. So I went to Harper in Palatine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I did their design course, and then from there, they do. It's really nice. And from there, I just took an internship with a local designer in the city, and then like she just taught me everything I know.
Oh my gosh, it was the same thing with me.
Oh, really?
Getting to learn so much. My boss, who teaches the sewing, has the sewing classes.
Give me 1 second. Could you actually scoot a little bit this way? Just
To the left.
Yeah. You're
Ding.
good. You're good.
Good.
Continue.
Better, but getting to have that mentor in the city, that's so cool. So you had that in the city with a fashion designer.
Yes.
In Chicago.
Yeah, her name is Jasmine. So she did everything I was looking for. So like special occasion, couture dresses. And I honestly feel like I learned more from her than like college.
From classes,
You know what I mean? Like you probably know. Yes,
definitely.
Yes. So from there, it's just kind of been crazy. I stepped into bridal, and then now I'm just full with like customs, alterations, teaching.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, it's been fun.
That is so cool.
Thank you.
And you said, so off camera, you said that you you did nannying.
Yes.
And you got to work with kids. And now when you do teach sewing classes, you do teach lots of different ages.
Yeah.
How did, if you want to share how you started teaching classes and making that be a business venture?
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's grown a lot, which is really
it's
cool.
grown like crazy, and I always like say my thanks to TikTok because
I was gonna say it because like I've been following your TikTok.
Insane.
And getting so much traction on there.
And it was at a point where I was like not really taking TikTok seriously, but I was like, if I need to grow to people in my city, I need to make content.
Need to use it,
Right. So back to your question, as far as like getting into teaching, I honestly, it's been in the back of my brain. I just never wanted to pursue it because it's so time consuming. You know how it is.
And it's exhausting.
Yes. I have a friend who sews, and she's like, do you mind, like, I want to advance my skills. Maybe can you put together like a couple sessions for me? I'll tell you what I want to learn, and like I want to be one of your students. And I was like, well, I don't do that, but like for you, I will.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I was just helping a friend out. But as I was doing these sessions with her, I was like, I actually like this.
Yeah.
And she was like, I really feel like you're such a good like instructor. Like you're so patient. Like you need to help other people.
And not everyone can do that.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, fine. So I teach, I think the youngest 6 years old up until like in their 40s.
So cool.
Yeah, I'm very well rounded with like a lot of different age groups and able to kind of like adapt to somebody's personality really well.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's very time consuming, but it's really worth it.
No, I believe it. I mean, from what I've learned with getting to teach kids, I've only had the experience of teaching kids, is it's everyone's mind works different, and especially with someone who doesn't know what they're doing but like has a creative interest, and they're like, oh, I want to create, but they just don't know how. And getting to have a little guidance it's so cool getting to be that person. But like, wow, teaching a 6-year-old versus a 40-year-old, very different.
It's very different. Yeah. I definitely have to like cater, the curriculum because obviously 6-year-olds have a different,
interest and energy.
A lot faster.
And their attention spans are very quick. And their kids are like, oh, I don't want to do this. You have to make it fun.
You have to make it fun. You're like, oh, let's do this.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. But I even feel like with some of like the older people I work with, you also have to do that a little bit.
Right.
Because with sewing, it's such a time-consuming thing where you're easily distracted if you're not focused.
And you can mess up. You can get frustrated. Definitely, anyone can
like throw the machine out the window.
I've had that feeling a few times. Where I
every
just,
day,
hate
that's
it.
my life. I'm just like, why do I do this? But then it's like when you have good days, you're like, okay, this is why I'm doing it.
This is why I get to see the completed finished product, and it's like, this came together.
Oh my God.
After so many hours.
Yes,
Oh my
you
gosh.
get it. It's so
good,
much.
Yeah, but it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Getting to have that.
Yeah, it is.
When you do these projects with people, does it normally happen where you create like an itinerary for what we're gonna make, or someone comes in and they're like, I really need help with this, or I want to learn this, or how does that go about when you teach someone?
Yeah. So how I have it broken down is like in like, I guess, different courses. So I have my intro to sewing.
Yeah.
It's really like catered for people who have either like no skills at all, never touched a machine, or if they've touched a machine but they're like, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I have that class.
That's perfect. You need that. You still need that class.
Yeah.
That's good to
I have
have.
that class, and then I have more like, I'd like to say it intermediate advanced. So
Okay,
it's people
yeah.
who are very familiar with the machine but want to learn more like technical skills. So
Yeah.
like, how am I putting a gown together? How am I hand beating things?
yeah.
So a lot of stuff that I feel took me years to learn is just compiled in these sessions where it's like
great.
cutting out the BS.
Yeah.
And then the third session is thrift flip. So I feel like it's very popular nowadays.
love
I
the
know.
thrift flip.
Yes.
So sustainable.
Yes, it
love
is.
that.
So that just goes over you having basic sewing knowledge is what
Yeah.
you need for that course, and then it's more so deconstructing, learning alterations,
Right.
and then how to use that for clients.
I feel like that's a very fun
Awesome.
class
It's
for like the
fun.
summer and
Yes,
stuff like that.
it's
Like,
so
hey,
that would be
fun.
cool.
let's get it going.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
fun. It's fun. And then I know I'm like keep going on, but the fourth one is just a short 1 hour simple setup class.
Okay.
So if a person just has a machine, they don't know how to use it, they just bring it in.
Oh, that
I
is
show them
great
how to
too.
thread it, and then they can take their machine and go. It's
Yeah.
more so for people who don't either want to commit to the full course, or they're more independent learners who are okay just kind of like learning on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're definitely those clients. When even just working with kids, there'll be parents who have a sewing machine, or they have a grandmother's sewing machine, or a mom's
Yes.
sewing machine, but the kid has no idea how to use it. So it's like just having that basic class like takes you
It's
you
like
already
the
far.
foundations. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Thank you.
So like I'm listening to all of this, and I feel like you really transition from like being a student to actually being like a master or
Yeah.
like a teacher
Yeah.
in your field for anything. Like, what were your biggest like takeaways from like, oh, okay, I transitioned from a student to a teacher. So like, what is like let's just say the best advice you can give to a student, and what's the best advice you can give to a teacher?
Ooh, that's a good
Oh,
question.
in
Because I
sewing?
feel like
Yeah.
for sewing and or just like mindsets for that,
Yeah.
because I feel like for you have like
that is a good
the
question.
good like the
To switch it, yeah.
to switch it, you know. And like for you, I find that very interesting, because like I'm kind of struggling that with me myself, because I'm like, for me as a photographer, I always have to constantly learn every single
You're
day.
constantly learning,
and,
yeah.
Constantly a student.
constantly a student.
Yeah.
And like there's only certain times where I can actually be a teacher and or a master, so to like relay that message. So like for me, I want to learn from you, and basically like, what's your mindset of just like, hey, how did you transition, or what are the biggest takeaways as a student and or a teacher?
Are you, I totally understand your question. Are you saying like, for me, how I
Yeah.
switch my brain from student to teacher? Okay.
That's a good question.
I feel like for me, that's such a good question. And I'm like,
it's hard to like.
it
pick on
is.
that, like,
It's
wow.
such a good question, because it's really one of those things where like, you just saying that made me realize that I do that. I guess I didn't realize that till now. I feel like in any creative field or anything in general, like as a student for me, like if I'm learning something new or like whatever the case may be, like you have to be open to learning something, even if you
agree.
think, or your ego, if you think that you know what the hell you're doing, because sometimes we're good, we know what we're doing,
Right.
but there's always room for improvement, and I have to
Absolutely.
like humble myself sometimes. Just because I make this beautiful dress doesn't mean that there needs to be something that I could have done better.
Right.
So I think giving those reminders to myself to be a little bit more humble,
Yeah.
and maybe I need to take a step back and do my own course, maybe like be taught from another teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I consider that like maybe I was like looking on like for local sewing teachers in the area,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like there's some things that I lack in.
You still want to learn.
Yes, and I
sure.
still need to learn,
Yeah.
and I need to be okay with that, and
Right.
not think that I'm just good at it because I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
So a big thing is like just checking your ego.
Checking your ego,
and
for
just
sure.
making sure that like, hey, I
Yeah.
have to be susceptible to like new information
Yeah,
or constructive
always.
criticism or like whatever that may be.
Yeah, and then the flip side, being like an instructor and like a master to what you're doing, it's finding confidence that you are in this position because for one, you're good,
You know what you're
you
doing.
have skills, you know what you're doing, and
Yeah.
people are trusting you to teach them.
Right.
And that's such an honor, and I've had to like slowly realize that
It is.
because it's not cheap. Like courses are money, and I feel like nowadays people are spending their money with people that they trust or they like. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? Rather than going on TikTok and finding a random video.
Absolutely.
So,
But I think that's a new currency now more than ever, as like investing in yourself is like investing into a new skill.
Yeah,
you know?
true.
Like I've been seeing that more lately throughout the past like maybe year and a half, where like people are going out salsa dancing more, or people
Yeah.
are
Those
going
are
out
really
like for
fun.
painting
Yeah.
or biking or picking up a new hobby. Is like self-care now, how I see it, or just the new currency is pick up a new skill,
yes,
pick up a new
and I
hobby.
love that. And that ties into the thrift flips too, because nowadays people are straying away from consumerism with
Yes.
fast fashion.
Yes.
And thrifting is so popular
great way to do
where
that.
everyone's like, oh my God, I want to learn how to make this smaller. I want to do this or do
Right.
this. And that's why those thrift flip classes are so good for
Yeah.
people. Or
That
just
is
learning.
Awesome. They have a
Yes.
specific class for that.
Yes.
Because that's one of the reasons that I even got into sewing is just that idea of like, well, I want to consume less, but I love some cool things at the thrift store, but they don't always fit me.
Exactly.
So how can I make it fit me?
Yes.
And it really does teach you so much about like construction to deconstruct and getting to have a formal
It's
class.
fun.
That is
Yes,
such an awesome
it's so
idea.
fun. And I feel like it helps build personal style too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh my
For
gosh.
me, I don't really thrift that much, but like let's just say, what would you tell to the people like me that doesn't thrift that much, but wants to get into like or has a stigma against thrifting?
Thrifting, yeah.
That like you would tell me and be like, hey, look, like what Gracie said, like this doesn't fit me, but if it was just a little bit tighter in some areas, or if I can make it a little bit bigger, like what would you tell me as like someone that like doesn't particularly like thrifting?
I would just flip it or flip it. So if you're not thrifting, then there's clothes, I feel, men or women, that you need tailored. So like for menswear,
Tailored.
suits, pants, if you're taller, you know what I mean? Like, or if you're shorter and pants are super long.
Right.
Doesn't matter where you buy it,
Yeah.
you're gonna get something tailored. And
Okay.
I always tell people who come in to see me for alterations, once you start getting your clothes altered, it's like you don't
Game
stop.
changer.
Yes.
It is
Unless
great.
you like sew
Okay.
your own clothes, but even for like Alan, my boyfriend, he
Yeah.
brings me stuff. When I tell you, he like he
like
creeps. Yes. Oh my God.
I've
he
had a few
like
people like
creeps
that.
and he's like,
Can you alter
I
this?
have some stuff, and I'm like, I'll do it, but like you probably won't see it for a couple months, babe.
Right.
And he
Get a lot
gets
on
so
your
pissed. He gets so pissed because I
I'm like,
think
I finally got it done.
no, yeah, it took me like 3 months to do like the simplest thing,
Yeah.
but it's like, sorry, I was
You're a
busy.
busy gal. You're a busy gal.
I like how whatever industry it is, it's just like there's the same problem because I get that exact
Yes.
same problem
Oh,
with
with
my
pictures.
own phone.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my
I
God,
was
that
just
is
like,
so funny.
don't bother me. You'll get them when you get them.
When I give them to you.
No, I
Yeah.
know. Oh my God, it's
my
so
gosh.
funny.
That is
I
hilarious.
know. He's gonna see this and laugh. He's gonna be like, yeah, that's her ass.
You alter this for me? You'll get it in 3 months.
Yeah. So maybe I'll let you know.
Okay. Oh my gosh. And I'm curious, when you do alterations, do you get a lot of people also since your brand is couture and it's like beautiful gowns?
Thank you.
Do you get a lot of clients with either alterations or like asking for custom gowns for
Yeah.
like special events and like weddings or prom or things like
Yeah,
that?
I'll say right now it's a bit of both. I'm getting a
Okay.
lot of just standard, simple alterations. I'm
yeah.
getting a lot of girls who have stuff like it's more so like I would consider like a custom thrift flip.
Okay,
So
yeah.
if they had like I had a girl bring me like a really beautiful beaded dress, but she wanted me to turn it into like a two-piece. So I have those sometimes. And then more recently, I've been having brides who want to have like
Okay.
fully custom gowns made.
Oh my
So it's a little
gosh,
bit of
that's really
everything.
exciting.
Yeah, which is nice. I feel like when you are either a designer or a seamstress, having those techniques makes you a well-rounded like person where you're able to like pull from all of those and like at the end of the day it's multiple streams of income. So I feel like
Yeah.
if you're going to learn alterations, you might as well learn how to make something because you're
Absolutely.
opening yourself up to other like opportunities.
You have so many hats that you have to wear.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
in general, in like the creative industries, you have to end up having so many hats in order to like, well, maybe not that you have to, but I mean, it really pushes you farther when you explore so many different avenues.
Yeah.
So just like with clothes, like not just making clothes, but learning how to take apart clothes, and then having a brand, you have to be your own entrepreneur.
You have to,
and
yeah.
How do you balance all of that? How is that for you with
That answers the question.
No, like, yeah, tell me. Tell me.
right?
Tell me the answer to that.
Because you're a couture brand. I love getting to see the dresses that you come out with, and I'm curious, you know, how do you balance, you know, bringing new ideas to fruition while also you have all these other avenues that you are partaking in?
Yeah, that's a great question. I feel like I'm still thinking about, I don't know if I really believe in a balance. I feel like it's a made up word, like to make you feel like you can get a balance in life, but like it's so, I feel like we fight so hard to find a balance that you're just spending so much energy reaching that.
Actually
Yeah. I feel like nowadays, because I recently transitioned to working from home full time, so I have been struggling trying to like separate myself from work and from family and like life. So I really try to like dedicate either like Monday through Saturday, whatever. I try and set like straight like work hour deadlines. And as far as like separating like alterations from like couture dresses, I feel like it's been really hard. I think right now it's like super busy with alterations and teaching where I've had to step back from designing. And it sucks. But there's moments where like I'll have like an idea and I'm just like sketching or I'll write it down and then like I'll get to it, like at least it's there like out of my head and on paper. But it's been really hard to like get into designing just because it's been super busy with alterations.
One thing that I've actually heard from somebody else recently, that they go on like retreats to basically like, hey, I'm putting myself in the headspace of just like, I'm going somewhere new. All I'm gonna do is just create new ideas, create my designs.
What a
and
great
all that.
vacation.
And it's almost like a little vacation, but it's like a work vacation because it's just like you're doing something you love and like, hey, I'm dedicating a lot of time to just like get this done.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know.
Maybe I need to do that.
Yeah, I think it would be very beneficial to like a lot of people.
Yeah, because you're out of your environment and you're able to just focus. And I feel like that it's very similar for a lot of creatives because you have to pay the bill at the end of the day. You know what I mean? No one's paying them for you. And that's why it's like alterations is so busy. It's helping pay the bills. And when you go to sew a complete dress, it takes a lot of time and money, and like it probably depends. I mean, I guess it depends, but it could sit for some time before it's bought.
Right.
The average person doesn't have thousands of dollars laying around to buy a dress. You know what I mean? So I have to think about it logistically, what makes sense for like, you know, my situation, and then figure it out. Yeah.
One thing that I really want to know is what has been like your, like almost like your core memory, like either teaching somebody and maybe a core memory for you, like what was your favorite design and stuff like that.
I'd be curious about that.
I think those would be very those are answers that I really wanted to ask you, because it's just like, for me, I'm all about like core memories for me. Because there's like so much for like photography for me that is just like, I remember every single detail. Like everything that happened that day, I already know just by looking at the picture that I took.
I feel like just off the top.
Just a little bit away.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I can lean a little more this way.
No, it's good. I feel like I keep leaning this way. Is this good?
Good.
In position.
Like this.
Can you check how much time do we have? What time does it say?
It's gonna say 30 seconds.
It says 4 hours, 14 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
On the top. Wait, how long has it been recording for?
That's what I'm saying. Right underneath the record. What does it say?
Right underneath the record.
The red.
Underneath the red?
You see on the top?
Yeah. 4 hours, 13 minutes.
Nope. A little bit more to the left.
60 HD.
33.
Oh, that's the number he's talking about.
33 minutes?
33 minutes. Okay, we're half an hour. We're doing
Pretty
good.
chill.
Okay.
We're doing good.
So chill. But
yeah, fantastic.
Core memories, you said,
core
right?
Memories.
Yes.
Okay, so core memories off the top of my head that I can think of is for teaching route is, I want to say like the third and final session is when they build their own dress from using all their techniques they learned in the other classes.
And the ideas get to be brought to fruition.
Yes, and that's how it is for us, like when we make something. And because I know how that feels emotionally, watching them experience that, like through like a teacher's lens, like when they see it with their eyes, it is the best feeling in the world.
So much serotonin.
Yes. because like when you get happy off of somebody else's happiness, it unlocks just something in your brain that just keeps you going.
Yeah.
And for me, when I first started, well, I guess even now, because it's been such a big part of my life, just sewing and designing,
Right.
I know that now they're taking what they just learned and they're going to know what to do now for the rest of their life.
Yeah, they have the skill. They can
Yes.
move forward with it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like unlocking a new character in your brain.
It
You
is
passed
so cool.
along
Yeah.
a little bit of yourself
Yes,
into them.
it's a little bit like you sprinkle your magic in areas.
Go forth and create.
Yes.
pretty cool.
And then core memory for my self-designing, I want to say it's really one of the dresses from the Wine Appetit, and it's a gold tiered one. It's the last dress.
Insert photo here.
I know. The reason why everyone asks me like, what's your favorite piece? It's that one, because I made that dress out of like upholstery brocade fabric.
That's
and
tough.
it was, when I tell you, so hard to work on. I think I called off work for like 3 days just because I was like, I need to get this done.
Yeah.
So,
Is it the one that you photographed?
Yes.
It's the main one.
Yes.
It's literally
That was
the
a great
cover
one.
photo.
Yes.
That's a great one.
And because I spent so many like countless nights, like I'm talking blood, tears,
believe
like
it.
you know what I
I believe it. Oh my god.
And like I almost gave up, but it was one of those like dresses that like really pushed me mentally
Yeah.
because I wanted to stop sewing it so much because of how hard it was
Right
to
in the
work
middle, you
with.
wanna just throw it away, yeah.
It's like when you're running a marathon basically.
Yeah.
So seeing that, actually when it was done, I was like, oh my god, this is it. Yes.
love that
yeah.
feeling.
So I
is-
love that dress.
my
And even from like my point of view, it's just like, yeah, that was the dress that came all together.
Yes,
like
it
literally,
did.
it was the last dress.
Yeah.
It was the
Oh,
last
it's so pretty.
designer. It was like the last hurrah
Yeah.
from like
Oh my god, what a great
the
showstopper.
show where it was just like, oh, this is it.
Yeah, it was
This
so
is the
good.
grand finale. You know?
Yeah, it was
And
awesome.
and I think it was fantastic to just capture that picture.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, yeah, this is
Yes.
it. This is everything.
Oh, I love
This
that.
is what
That
you
is
work
pretty cool.
towards.
Yeah, thank you.
I love
It was
that.
so fun.
When you do end up creating designs for your brand,
Mm-hmm.
do you have kind of like a goal in mind for what you would love your brand to eventually be one day,
Yeah.
or like dream clients, or like I'm curious with your couture brand, do you
Yeah.
have certain people in celebrities or people in Chicago that you would love to dress, or would you like to take it outside of the Midwest? I'm so curious about that.
That's a good question because I feel like I've always fought that question for so long because it's like you're trying
Always
to figure out
asked.
brand identity.
Yeah.
And for me, when I first started, I was like, oh, I want to make the big red carpet dresses.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I feel like now that I'm getting older, I like this past year, I have been very drawn to like resort wear. Like,
Oh.
I like to call it like island vibes. Like,
Okay.
you know,
Beachwear.
yeah, like you know Tyla, like the
Yes.
singer, like
Yes.
Bad Bunny, just like things that make
Yeah.
you feel like you want to dance and like be on a
love
tropical
that.
island. So I've been like drawn to that lately, where I want to
Okay.
build a collection, not even just for celebrities, but like average people.
anyone.
Yeah.
Yes, but to feel, it's like a feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And I've been drawn to just like beautiful, like patterned, like chiffon, like very flowy fabrics.
Okay.
So I think my next brainstorming collection I want to do is something just like that. Like, have you ever seen that J-Lo, like
I could.
the draped, like chiffon dress? I don't know.
Oh my gosh, yes, the Versace
Yes,
one.
that one.
Oh
that
my
one.
gosh, yes.
Yes. So
I love
something
that.
like that is where I feel like my brain is heading towards.
Oh,
I still love gowns, but I don't know if I feel
wanna
connected to
transition
anymore.
to it.
I think
Yeah.
that's giving off a little bit of you more than anything,
Yes.
because I could see it like as you were talking about it. The only thing that comes to mind is just like your summer outfits that I see you always wear. Like they're very flowy,
Yes,
they're very
yeah.
beach wear.
Yeah.
Even from like your tattoos
Yes.
and everything, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
you get
I can
it.
already
That'd be a
tell
great collection
that,
then.
like,
Yeah. Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
You're giving a little bit of you into that
Yeah,
collection.
and that, so like when I talk about it, that is what feels like me in this
Yeah.
current state.
Okay, yeah.
Where I feel like it's different because like my everyday outfits are very neutral nowadays.
Yeah.
But like up here, I'm just like,
That's the vibe.
yeah, that's the vibe. I want to
Yeah.
be in a like chiffon dress, just like
Oh.
twirling around.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so that's kind of
gosh.
where my brain is.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That'd be like quite a big shift from what you normally
Yeah,
create.
it's a huge shift.
Would you imagine that that's with like that would be like a different clientele, or how would you? I'm curious how you would market that. Seeing as we're in the Midwest, it's
Yeah.
colder. Would you end up doing some shoots on like some beaches? Or?
I would love that. Yes, beach or like I don't know, just maybe not. Obviously not here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like I'm drawn to like Brazil or like Mexico, Puerto Rico. where they just have a lot of like liveliness and color, and I feel like they appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like taking maybe pieces of that. Maybe I need to make that a damn trip.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
such a good idea. Yes.
I'm like,
Take a
take
trip.
a trip to Brazil. Take a trip to Miami.
gosh,
take a
yeah.
trip somewhere.
Yes, just to
Bring
get the
the machine.
culture.
Yeah.
Like I want to bring the culture into it.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I feel like yes, we have all like the 4 seasons here, but we vacation a lot, and I feel like you can take those pieces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Absolutely.
And it's so funny that I even brought it up because I mean that's ultimately how we met more than anything because
Yeah.
it's just like we I wanted to do a day trip to New York this past year.
Like
and-
driving or flying?
Flying.
Oh,
Flying
okay.
to New York and back in one day.
In one day, okay.
One day New York.
She introduced me to this idea.
Because I've done it before.
Yeah, it's such a quick flight. It's like
It's a
driving to
quick
the
flight.
suburbs.
It's literally a quick flight.
Yes.
It's
It is.
less than 2 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Less than 2 hours. So
pretty good.
what we did is we went
made it
early.
happen.
We made it happen. We went at like let's just say 4 o'clock,
Yeah.
5 o'clock in
Like
the
so
morning.
early.
morning. Oh my
really
God.
early in the morning. We flew over there. We did a photo shoot over there.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Different locations too.
we did some things. We ate.
Was this recent?
This was in
I feel
July.
like I just saw
in
this like
July.
on your story or something.
It was in July over the summer.
Okay.
So we did it. We made. We went to the Met.
Oh, I
It
want to
was
go there
very
so
fun.
bad.
It
It
was
was
super
great.
fun.
Oh my
Oh
God. The
my
Met
God.
Gala exhibit.
Stop. I'm gonna go in
Mm,
February, so I'm gonna make that on my list.
Please
I have
go.
to.
Yeah.
It's
Do it.
so
It's
good.
so worth it.
But it goes back to the idea of just like I think that was our retreat for
It was kind of a
photo-
retreat. Yeah,
photos.
it honestly was. It was really creatively invigorating. Like we treated it like a vacation where it was like,
Yeah.
hey, let's just do something fun as friends,
Mm-hmm.
but let's take our ideas of creating and just run with it. Not
Mm-hmm.
super rigid of like, okay, we want to have a formal shoot with this and we don't have all these
restrictions
restrictions,
or
Yeah.
guidelines
yeah,
or whatever.
or
that
or
may be.
our deadlines. And honestly, it was kind of like a creative
That's
retreat, just getting to create
fun.
there for a day.
Yeah, and I think it,
was really cool.
really helped because New York is such a lively place where you can just wherever you look,
Yeah,
there's
literally.
history, there is energy, there is like so much creative juices that you can either bounce off of one each other or you can just like be like, hey, let's figure out how we can make this better.
Yeah.
You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, New York is definitely. I love that New York is that way for me. Do you feel Chicago is that for you, or fashion wise, creativity wise, do you see yourself staying in the Midwest or going towards those beaches?
I feel like I have gained a lot of inspiration being here, but I do try my best to travel outside of Chicago a few times a year to get inspiration. That's how I feel like
Good,
it
yeah.
flows. I've lived here all my life though, so it's hard.
I understand
yeah,
that. It's hard.
It's very hard.
I feel like there's no other city like this.
No, there's really not.
I love Chicago.
Yeah, when I tell you, like, I'm a very safe person, meaning like we don't have hurricanes, we don't have nothing
know, it's nice
besides
here.
like snow and like an occasional tornado, maybe once every
Right.
couple years.
Which barely
But it
does.
does
Yes,
nothing.
it does nothing.
No.
So like,
Yeah.
will I move out of here? Probably not, but like maybe I won't close myself off.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
open to
No holding you to it.
Maybe a different country.
Yeah.
I want to move to
scared.
Italy.
yeah.
I really want to move to Italy.
Oh my
I want
god.
to move over there so bad. I feel like there it encompasses a lot of different things. A lot of things that I'm very familiar with.
Okay.
Like I feel like Italy is very similar to Mexico City, for me.
Really?
I really think
okay.
so. Because like I think like the main I've only been to Milan, so
Mm-hmm.
I think like Domo area, like it has a lot of like Mexico City vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like Central City, and then the outskirts is basically like, oh, what I'm used to from like my family that I visit there all the time. It has like the connection, the community.
Okay, I like that.
The liveliness of like, oh, this is the everyday. It's very slow paced.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like almost family oriented,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt that even though I'm like, wow, this reminds me a lot of Mexico City, but I'm in Italy, so I'm just like. I had to like almost switch my brain. I'm like, no, I'm in Italy. Not in Mexico.
You're supposed to speak Spanish.
I know, right?
And the thing that also confused me is like I can kind of understand them because Italian and Spanish is kind of similar.
Yeah. Same for Tagalog from the Philippines.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
see?
similar. Yeah.
Yeah, so like for me, I'm like, I feel like Italy is like my good middle ground.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's your creative
Yeah.
city. Or not
Yeah.
just creative, that's a city that you can see yourself in?
Yeah,
Wow.
I
That's
could definitely see
awesome.
it. Like if I would go anywhere, I would probably.
We're going in May, so I'm so excited. Yeah. I know.
That's so exciting.
We're just going there. It's going to be a big family trip, so we're going there, and then we're doing a
that's fun.
Greece cruise.
Greece.
Yeah, it's going to be
my gosh.
awesome.
I
So
can
I
only
hope I gain
imagine-
some inspiration there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can
No.
only imagine the ideas of
There's
that.
nothing but great things to say about Italy.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
You know, a
Okay.
lot of fun
Nice.
over there.
I'm gonna have to get some
Go to a lot of
recommendations.
museums.
And I'm excited to see the outfits that you wear in
I
Greece.
know. I really
Yeah.
want to
Oh my
make
gosh.
some and
I was
have
about to
it.
say,
yeah,
are you
I
gonna
have
make your
to.
own
Oh, I
collection
have
for you?
to.
Absolutely.
If I'm gonna be in Italy or in Greece, like
Oh,
I
for
have.
sure.
I gotta compare.
Yes,
You gotta,
and I'm like telling myself like. I'm like bullying myself, like you better put something
Better
together
put
for
something
this
together
trip.
for this.
Yes.
Gotta take those pictures.
Yes.
Really good.
I'm
Oh my
like
God.
you're a failure if you don't put something together. Like you have to.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I
I can
love
imagine.
that.
I can imagine they'd be so great though.
Oh, I'm excited.
And honestly, kind of a cool transition on like the socials for like if you were to transition your brand into more beachwear like
Yeah.
after that, being like, this is a taste of what you'll be seeing from me, and it's on me, and that'd be really cool.
I know. I'm excited. I'm curious to see how it will transition too, but I don't want to put myself in a box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for some time when I was starting, I was just doing like prom dresses and just dresses, and a lot of people recognized me for just that.
Yeah.
Right.
But I got into my head too much where I'm like, I do a lot more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think I'm trying to like put that out and stop being so
Okay.
How did you
shy.
break out of? Yeah, how did you break out of that shell? Because I can tell you this, I relate a lot to that because I'm just like, okay, especially with me trying to get into the fashion industry like 3-4 years ago. Like I only knew people in like the wedding quinceañera industry,
Yeah.
and it was very hard to like just break out of that shell.
Meet new
just
clients,
like meet
too.
new clients, get my portfolio out there for like many different things, and like you like I found an interest of like it's still photography but it's like different aspects
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
fashion and or whatever that may be. Like for you, how did you break out of that shell of just like I still want to do my hobby or my interest or my passion, and how but it's like different iterations of that. Like,
Yeah.
how did you get into or break out of that shell?
I think for me, it was like just wanting to learn other avenues of things and not just tell myself, okay, now you know the basics of sewing dresses, you're going to sew dresses for the rest of your life. I think for me, because I had so many ideas coming in, I just wanted to give myself, I guess, just like room to like grow, if that makes sense.
So just patience.
Patience, and just giving myself like different opportunities because I felt like I would hear a lot, and I feel like I hear things from people sometimes like, oh, she does the prom dresses, and
She's
like
the prom dress.
she's a prom dress, and I'm like, well, I don't want to just do that. So I think because I heard it so much, I'm like, you know what, like I'm gonna actually learn how to do something else. I'm gonna maybe film me doing it or talking about it and just like put it on my Instagram story.
Yeah.
Because then that starts to develop. Okay, she does something else, and like that was how it was with the kids brand too.
Right.
I was starting to make kids clothes, and nobody knows me as making kids clothes.
Right.
So like
Right.
now that I'm putting it out there, they're like, oh shit, like you're making kids clothes.
versatility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So same thing with like teaching. Like I just wanted to just try and like get myself out of the box as best as I could, so I'm not just stuck in it. You
So
know?
do you feel like separating like the kids and like the couture stuff? Like, do you feel like that was a good decision for you? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, it kind of goes into that question about like how are you balancing, I guess, the couture with alterations. I guess that's what,
Right.
and the teaching. I feel like the first run, so I think it was a year ago or a year and a half ago is when I launched the kids brand. That was very much, I was in the city doing pop-ups, and like the momentum was there. I was
Yeah,
like, okay,
yeah.
I feel good about it. But now, again, I'm so heavily busy
Yeah.
with alterations, it's just kind of lingering. And that's where it's hard to delegate time because, again, you're only one person and you're wearing so
Absolutely.
many hats. So I feel like it's a good decision, yes, because it's something that's under my belt now.
Yeah.
But if I had a team to help run that
Right.
or somebody to help create that, I think I'd be able to give it more time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was gonna be something I was gonna ask. Do you have any help with this, or is it really just you kind
Yeah.
of doing all of this?
Yeah, it's just me. I
Oh.
did try and hire out for like they call it contract tailors to help with the kids brand, and then I don't know, a lot of like with the whole tariffs and like things closing down, I was getting a lot of fabrics
more.
overseas
Yeah.
for that. And once all that played in, I'm like now trying to figure out budgeting. Okay, I'm one person doing everything, trying to pay the
Right,
bills,
right.
and then now I'm trying to hire out and pay people what they're worth because
a
I
lot
don't believe,
more.
you know what I mean? Like I
Right.
want to pay you.
Right.
But then when you're dealing with tariffs and things with fabrics, I just pulled back from that. And I'm like, I'm going to just figure out how to maybe
Well, at least
do
now
it
you have
else.
an idea
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
where, like, hey, I need to get to a certain point so I can get help or whatever that
Yeah.
maybe. Because I feel like a lot of people just don't make that decision and they just never know, or
Yeah.
they just like they're just thinking and what if, you know? At least you took action. You got the information, and now you know how to execute it
Exactly.
better for the next time.
Yeah, right. So, no regrets. Like you learn something
No
from
regrets.
everything. I know. I
Yeah.
know.
That's so exciting getting to hear how you're changing your brand the way you want your brand to be represented. Because true, you are so versatile and you're an artist, so you have ideas that you want to bring to fruition. Is it like really exciting getting to have brides come to you and want you to create something, or is it still more like, oh, I don't want to do bridal too much, but yes, this is like it's just, this like itches my creative brain?
Yeah.
Or how is that going? Because that's like new.
Yeah, it's new. It's fun. It's very nerve-wracking because
imagine it's
I
big-
was yeah,
big deal.
it's a big deal, and it's like they trust you with like their child basically.
Right.
I worked in bridal as a stylist and doing alterations like a couple years ago, just for a
Yeah.
few years, and I loved it. But the reason why I got out of it is because it's such a stressful environment.
It really is.
It's so stressful. Emotions are high, not only for the bride, but like the mom,
Everyone
the family.
involved.
Right. So it's exciting. It's fun. I've said yes to a few, but like, am I going to be doing that forever and like that be my only thing? Like, no, absolutely not. No.
Not even probably not.
No, like, no. I'm like too scared. Like, sorry, but like,
That's fair. Bridal is a lot. That's actually what I was going to ask you about, working in bridal, because I feel like what I learned from my friends who work in bridal versus just in other realms of fashion, they're like, bridal is a very specific thing.
is.
And it's so prevalent here, I think, in the Midwest.
it is, yeah.
Like bridal in Chicago, like, I mean,
It's a big industry.
It's
that-
competitive
it's
too.
Very
Huge.
competitive.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother because I'm not trying to fight other designers. Like, no.
it is a lot.
Like,
oh, yeah.
you can only make the same iteration of a white gown
Yeah.
So true.
so many times
Right.
before it starts
At
to
le-
look the same.
Exactly, and at least for you being like the tailored person for like, hey, imagine you can be like, oh, I'm the bride dress tailor for like the whole Chicagoland area.
Yeah.
Like I don't know that many people that are doing like what you
Like
do.
alterations for brides. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, instead of trying to compete where everybody else is already in, how about dominate where you're already in for the bridal
Exactly,
industry?
exactly.
And I'm just like, hey, you already got that done.
Exactly. Right. Right. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Basically, what is a question that we either haven't already asked you that
Ooh,
is
that's-
very important to you that you would like to talk about?
I don't know.
Oh, yes. You have the opportunity.
Yeah, I feel like I want to give you the opportunity to just basically talk about maybe something that we haven't even asked you or I haven't even thought of.
Yeah, I don't know. That's so hard.
Not to
I
put you
feel
on the
like
spot,
no,
but-
I don't think this has anything to do with me, but more so a question for like you guys because you
Okay.
both are in the industry.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm trying to phrase this as a question.
Yeah. I like how
Hold
she
on, let me
flipped it.
think.
She
I
flipped
know.
it.
I can't. Like,
She's
I
like,
don't
hey,
one for you.
I have a question
I-
for you.
you guys ask such good questions that I like didn't even know about myself sometimes. So like you guys
get
ace
that.
that. Is there a specific type that you look for, either in like a designer, a stylist, or like even a model or anyone? That like there's specific qualities that you gravitate towards and you're like, I want to work with them from now until future,
Okay.
or if there's certain qualities where you notice it right away in somebody and like you pull back and you're like, that's not the type of person I want to work with. Or have you ever had like like interactions like that? Because I feel
That's
like
another good
in the
question.
industry, I maybe have worded it a little wonky, but like I feel like in the industry
what
you
you're saying.
meet a lot of people who are very stone cold,
You can,
hard to work with,
absolutely. And then there
but
are the
provide
people,
good results.
That's true.
Or complete opposite.
Right.
And still provide good results. I don't know.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I can. Oh,
Go ahead. I want you to answer this.
well, the first thing that came to my mind is like, as a model working with designers who do create things, and you're wearing their art. It's like, I have worked sometimes with people who they can have a little bit more of a stone cold persona, like, do not ruin my dress. And it's like, oh my gosh, I am wearing your baby. I am going to try my best not to ruin it.
Okay.
And I always respect the art, of course, because I care so much about fashion, and I love getting to bond with those designers in general about what they are creating. But I love getting to work with designers who just love fashion, not just as like their.
They just created a piece.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Is that?
Well, what I was gonna say is, I feel like some people in the industry, they do treat it like it's their job, which makes sense. It is their job. But you can see some people who are like, this is my passion.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, I want to talk about fashion with you. And I know that not everyone's as lucky to where their job can be their passion as well. But it's cool getting to model for designers who it's like, oh my God, like, this is the dress that I made. And then I get to ask questions and they're like, oh my God, like the tooling was like this. And like, oh my God, the design was like this. And it's like such a passionate thing. And getting to learn.
That's so fun.
It is really fun.
I think it helps break the ice too
It
for
does.
models that might feel like, oh my God, like I don't want to ruin it.
Right.
Rather than
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's fine, like girl, like it's a sample, because that's what we're doing. We're
Yeah.
creating
It's true.
samples for photo shoots, etc. So I understand that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Okay.
that's just also the vibes I get from you is
Yeah.
like, you have a passion and you love to create, and like, we can feel that. We're all creative.
I love that.
We're all
I know,
creative
this
in
is like,
car.
I'm living for this conversation.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And getting to talk about personal brands and like where you want to take your ideas and where you want to bring them to fruition, like, that makes me so excited.
Yeah.
And all of this is to say, I would love to model for you.
Yes.
This was all
My brain's
Stop
already
playing.
going. I'm like, okay, we're gonna teach together. We're gonna do this.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
I think you already have a job going.
I know,
Oh my God.
literally.
How
You're
cool.
you're hired. Check. That's
I think
hilarious.
for me,
yeah.
there's so many different ways that I can answer this, but I feel like the two ways that I can answer this is one, personally, like, as a person, like, do I, are you willing to just like, because I've worked with a lot of people who are cold, like very antisocial, but they create some amazing pieces.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
or, like a lot of people who are shy, which is completely fine. You can be shy, but
Harder to
they
have
still,
that balance.
but I still connect with them at some way, shape, or form. And it just has to do with, I feel like, for me, what I'm looking for is just like how you said, like, are they creating something because they want to see like their vision come to life,
Okay.
or
Are they doing it for the money?
are they
Yeah,
doing it for the money,
yeah.
doing it
Passion.
for the passion?
Okay.
I think I see that more than anything because I feel like that was the first lesson that I was taught from my mentor, and I know on many other people from the way that they present themselves, the way that they talk about their passion, that like, hey, you're doing this because you love it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's a good
And
feeling.
Yeah. Right.
and almost you can tell, you know?
Okay.
You can tell if somebody's doing that. But I it's kind of hard to tell if you're only seeing it online or you're presenting yourself a certain way. So it kind of has to do
Like
for
more
me,
personal.
more personal.
Yeah. Okay.
But if I'm only going off of aesthetic, I feel like for me, if I'm looking at your online presence or anything like that, it kind of really does have to do with either what are you presenting. Like, I see a lot of designers that just present like either their textile stuff or anything like that, and it doesn't really look like they're like trying that.
Do you feel like more like behind the scenes, like just little snippets of things? Is what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like almost like, I feel like for you, I can, even though I've never technically worked with you one-on-one,
Yeah. Yeah.
I at least know what you do because
Yeah.
you show behind the scenes. You show how you work with your clients.
Okay,
you
good.
Show
Peek into
how,
your life.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Bit.
Sometimes I feel like I'm oversharing, but like,
No,
okay.
No, overshare.
We
Let's
love
share.
her to overshare.
Okay,
but
good.
like for me, I see it as like I want you to display a little bit of your personality. I'm like I feel like when you were talking about like your designs that you want to get into,
Yeah.
I can already tell like that's definitely you
Okay,
because like
yeah.
I see it from the way you post pictures, the way you present yourself, the outfits that you're making.
Yeah.
Like I already see like I wasn't very surprised that you wanted to go down that route.
Okay.
Because I've been following you, I've been keeping up with you and all of that. And I don't know. I think for me, I look at like, is there a story behind everything?
Okay.
And I feel like you're building your story, even if you do or don't know where you're gonna take it.
Mm-hmm.
People can tell that, like, hey, she's building something that is bigger than her. You
Okay,
know?
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. It's nice hearing that because sometimes I'm just like, you know, sometimes you're just aimlessly posting sometimes, but like I really want people, whether you're just somebody that just we're friends, whatever, or if you're in the industry to like
Right.
get bits and pieces of it,
Yeah.
because I feel like that's what builds like connection with people, rather than
Absolutely.
just, you know what I mean, very
Yeah.
like commercial feeling things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which is completely fine because
Yeah.
I think, like, yes, we do need to play the game and do some commercial
Yeah.
stuff and all of
Right.
that.
Wearing
But-
all the hats.
Yeah, wear all the hats, but I feel like it's still necessary for you in the commercial stuff to let a little bit of you in
Yeah.
it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're still displaying your aesthetic, your personality, your liveliness into it. So I
Yeah.
think you're doing a really good job doing
Thank
it
you.
because what I look as a photographer, I try to see like, hey, is this person serious? Is this person not serious? Or is this
Yeah.
person just starting out, or are they figuring it
Mm-hmm.
out? So I think I see that a lot after like first interactions.
Okay, yeah,
So,
that's fair.
yeah. I think what I see from designers are many different things, but it really just has to go down to like presentation and just like aesthetic.
I feel like also first impressions are very important. Like when I'm
Absolutely.
meeting people, and I feel like when they're meeting me almost for the first time, like that interaction I feel is like what locks it in, and what
Absolutely.
like you can help with
can
like
get that
figure out
feeling
their
right
energy.
away.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Because when you have a bad first impression, it's like now
with you.
it sticks with you, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. You give a great first impression.
Thanks.
Okay, so I think we're getting to the end of things.
Yes.
But, do you have one more before we do?
No, actually, I was just gonna add in a little bit of my 2 cents with what you were saying for your answer with your
Yeah.
really good question of like when we look for people to work with, yeah, just with like the passion and also that interpersonableness, because sometimes you can see some creatives, or I guess maybe not just in creative industries, but you can sometimes feel that some people are all about the work and all about like pushing something to make the money, or also like you get to see a more personable side to them, and I love those people. They get to talk about their passion, they get to talk about like oh, like what do you think about this, and there's a back and forth, and yeah, interpersonableness that goes so far.
It does.
in
Even like
business, it really does.
designer to designer. I feel like I've met a
Oh,
lot.
imagine.
Yeah, where it's like for me, I don't mind talking to people. I like it because it helps me feel less anxious. But when I am collaborating, not even just like on a project, but even just with talking to them
Right,
to
right.
break the ice, sometimes what I look for is like, can you have a conversation and not be so like this about your work? And I feel like that's also like where people have to dial down and like remember like, okay, like we all started somewhere,
Right.
and like humble yourself. Let's
That's the
just
thing,
let's
yeah.
just let's just be like-minded individuals, have a conversation,
Yeah.
and just be like an even playing field. So
Yeah.
like that's how it is with connecting with other designers
And
too.
if they can take the ego out of it
Yes,
too.
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
that's an
yeah.
important part in the conversation.
Because it's one of those things too where like when you're in a room full of other creatives, sometimes we can get in our heads about like, oh my God, like I feel so small.
Right.
But like at the end of the day, we are all humans.
Right.
And like
humans.
you can talk to somebody and like you shouldn't be like, oh, I'm less of because they're more established
Yeah.
That's so
on
true.
paper.
Yeah.
Like we all get anxiety and feel
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, you
It's
know.
honestly good advice for life.
Yes,
Like
yes.
their
I've had to get out
accomplishments-
of that.
Yeah, like they're this is definitely a lyric in Olivia Rodrigo's song.
Oh.
Like, their accomplishments do not mean I have less accomplishments. It's like, I don't know, it is intimidating though, getting to be in a space with so many creatives, and you see people and you're like, oh my gosh, I love their work, but it's also like I'm trying to remember your own accomplishments, and
I think that's the same thing why like I talked to you more in the first place. It's just like I feel like you had accomplishments that I didn't have.
That's crazy. That's why I connected with you. I was like, I love your photos. Like,
yeah, and that was the reason where it's just like we have to be either humble enough or courageous enough.
And that's so hard to get, especially when you're approaching somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah, just breaking the ice, and I feel like I'm still kind of getting used to that because it's hard, but you have to, especially in the industry.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting to our final segment.
The final segment we do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called the by the end of the day segment. So I say by the end of the day a lot.
It's his catchphrase.
It's my catchphrase, basically.
Okay.
If you get to know me a little bit more, I will say it a lot.
I'm going to remember that next time we talk.
By the end of the day.
By the end of the day. So what that segment is just like, what is the best piece of advice you would give to literally anybody, whether that be a student or somebody that's just trying to better their lives or anything like that? What is your by the end of the day?
Yeah.
Just like what comes, I feel like I can get very personal, but like the most generic thing is like, I feel like you've probably heard this, by the end of the day will end. So anything that you're like carrying, whether it's like professional, personal, like the day will end and like you'll wake up in the next morning and like you will feel better. Do you know what I mean? I feel like hour by hour.
Hear that very often.
Yeah, like hour by hour, day by, or just like we have so many hours in the day where like there's times where we're really like we criticize ourselves or others, or if we go through something crazy, whatever. Like in that moment, it's so heavy.
Oh my
but
gosh,
the day ends and like you're able to like slowly get through it the next day and the next day. So just like advice for anybody is just like you cannot be so hard on yourself.
Right.
The day will end and you'll get over it at some point,
That is
or you'll feel
great
better.
advice.
Yes.
I feel
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh.
I feel like that. She just completed my.
I feel like I need to hear that.
she completed my phrase. Like I was really shocked. I was shocked by that. I'm like, wait, what?
That's a sentence.
Oh.
That's a really
You have
good
to zoom
one.
into one of your faces.
I was so shocked. Oh wait, I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly,
It's
that's
so good.
That's an underrated piece of advice.
It is because we
Oh my
carry so
gosh.
much, we overthink. There's times where like I'm working on a project and I'm like, I have been doing this for 6 hours. I'm just gonna let it sit here and I'm going to bed. The day's gonna end. Maybe tomorrow when I wake up and have coffee, like I'll feel better and I'll do it. And I'll be better at it.
Oh,
So yeah.
I love that. Taking that grace.
No,
with yourself.
literally,
Yes.
you have to.
That's great.
You have to be graceful with yourself. Otherwise, it's like you're just
You're gonna
all
burn
the
out, you
doubt.
can't do
The
it.
doubt. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I
So-
love that. That's a great.
Right.
That's a great by the end of the day.
Yeah. I don't think you will ever beat anybody else. I'm sorry, other guests.
That's why this
I'm
is the-
sorry, other guests.
That's why this is the first episode. I really like. Period. That's it.
Yeah,
Set the bar.
I
I
know.
think you already set the bar
That's
high.
so
I'm
funny.
sorry for the
Something
next
clicked
time.
in Abe's brain.
When I
just
said
clicked.
it, I
was
looked
like-
at you, and it like the.
I was literally shocked. I was shocked. Didn't think that like someone would just repeat what I just said.
Yeah, I know. It's so good.
Great.
Yeah.
I love
Thank
that.
you guys.
Thank
I'm
you.
smart sometimes.
More than a few times.
I'm gonna be like, Alan, this was the smartest thing I said on this podcast.
And it's recorded.
Yeah.
You need to replay it.
Yes.
On the record.
Yeah,
Oh my
right.
God.
That is so funny.
Mariah, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Of course,
for being
this was
here.
so fun.
This was so fun. I got to learn so much about you. I
Yeah,
mean, this is my
likewise.
first time meeting you, but
Yeah.
I loved getting to have like this back and forth and learning about your passion with fashion. And I'm so excited for your
I
plan.
know. I feel like we're gonna be best friends.
Oh my God, we're best friends.
That's
No,
like,
yeah, yeah.
no, he's in the back like, yeah, I curated this.
Literally, the whole plan is working.
Oh my
I know, it's so good.
Because see,
so
look,
good.
okay, just to go off a little bit, like we were both very nervous because obviously this
Yeah.
is the first time we've both
Yeah,
have done it.
we were nervous.
Oh, both of you, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the first time we've ever done like a podcast like this.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
only sweating a little bit, I promise.
I know, I'm like, woo.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, I really have to just turn this into excitement because I'm like, I do feel like we all give off the same yapper vibes
Yeah.
more than anything, and I'm really glad that we just got to ask you these questions
I know.
because
Yeah. It's
like
nice.
for me, I'm like, this is fantastic. I actually relate to you more than I thought, even though I don't know nothing about like sewing or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like designing. It's just like these questions are fantastic for anybody to learn, or like whatever industry you're in, you can take something out of it. So thank you for being
Thank
here.
you guys. This was great.
you.
I
This
felt
was
very like relaxed, like very homey.
Good.
Yeah.
That's
And
good.
this is why
all the
as
energy
much-
was up here, and
I know.
and now we're all like, okay.
I think this is why I kind of wanted to take this podcast in the car, because here
Yeah.
you can like, hey, this is like what you would do at a like late night drive
Yeah.
or something like that.
Exactly. Like
just
just
be
chatting with
fun.
your friends.
Just chatting
Yeah.
with your
Yeah.
friends
It
and
does
all
feel more
that.
intimate in that way,
Yeah.
which is kind of nice. It does take some pressure away with
from like the seriousness
from the
of it.
seriousness
Yes.
and like holding
With
cards.
like so
Yes.
many lights
Oh my
and so
God.
many like
Yeah.
I've done so
professional
many of
things.
those where I'm just
Really.
like I feel so stiff the whole time
Oh, I
because I'm so
imagine. That would be-
uncomfortable.
I
But
feel like-
that's
yeah.
yes.
For me, like interviewing for the very first time, like for you, I could see you being very
Yes,
stiff.
I was
And-
so stiff.
And like for this time,
I was shitting myself. I was sweating as soon as I left you.
Yeah.
I like walked away and I'm texting my friend. I was like, "Oh fuck, I fucked this up.
Oh,
like
no.
I ruined it. I'm sweating." But it was good. It turned out fine. You worked your magic and
Yeah.
it flowed.
yeah, and I think I did a pretty good job to represent you the best
Yeah,
way that I
yeah,
could.
it was great.
But I didn't get you like being stiff at all right
No, I feel great.
That's great. Dang, we could have taken a shot.
I know,
before this,
right?
too.
Literally, it was great. No, I appreciate this a lot. I feel like the questions were very like they weren't generic. I felt like it helped me almost answer them for myself, even like
that's
just
great.
learning things
That's
about
what I
myself.
wanted.
So that was awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to let you plug whatever you want to plug to the camera, just basically
Yes.
where people can
Anything
follow
with
you.
your
Oh,
business.
anything.
yes. Okay. Do I need to turn to the camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
To the face of the camera.
Okay. You can find me on Instagram at Mrs._Molina, and then my business is at Raya Stones, and then everything is in my bio there. So just
Nice.
click it. It's easy to follow. My
and
sewing, yes, my sewing sessions, my booking website for alterations, custom gowns, everything is on there. So,
Stay tuned for the next things that happen. That's exciting.
Yay.
Alrighty, thank you guys so much for tuning
Thank
in
you
for
so
Right of Our
much.
Lives podcast. We appreciate Mariah for being here.
Thank you,
and
guys.
more than
I know. I'm like, I'm playing. Now I get to see the camera. I'm like,
I know.
I'm seeing the three of us in view. Like, it's pretty fun.
hi guys.
I know, right?
But thank you, basically.
Yes.
Again.
Appreciate it.
you.
Alrighty, I think we're just gonna wave goodbye and we're just gonna end it off there.
Oh yeah.
Bye.
See you next time.